real quick, 2018, you actually did Unsolved, the murders of Tupac and Biggie.
Yeah.
City of Lies was about the murder of Biggie. How was that? How was it shooting something so close to hip hop?
No, with Biggie, I've met Biggie several times.
Oh wow!
Yeah, growing up in Apollo, I used to, he was another one I run up on. Oh yo,
Yeah.
VIJ. He was dope. He was really dope. It's sort of surreal. It's sort of surreal to it's really surreal to play characters, different characters in both of those productions. But I respond to hip hop. It's what we grew up. It's our times, and to lend voice to it feels special. It feels that I'm doing the work that, that's how I kind of feel like. I feel like I'm a storyteller of all people, of all times. I feel like that's a gift of mine. And to be a part of these type of productions means something to me.
Hell yeah.
Because it feels like I'm helping tell the story.
Right.
If I'm not in service to the story, then by all means, someone else should do it, whatever. But if this is about my culture,
right?
Yeah. Find me.
Right.
Find me. I'll be in service of it.
Right.
No ego, nothing, but I'm in service of it. So in those situations, I was able to work with really talented filmmakers that were trying to tell both of those stories impactful and honest, and with dignity. And so it feels good to be a part of collaborations like that.
For sure.
About about the people that we see as monuments.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw, but Vlad actually interviewed Keefe D, who was in the car that killed Tupac. Keefe said Orlando Anderson was the shooter. Who do you think killed Tupac?
I have no fucking idea.
Okay.
Yeah. I have no idea. I mean, I was a part of, those two
right
projects, so I did all the history on those things, but
you don't got a little inkling?
The more you read, the more it's like it's crazy, and I wouldn't want to speculate on the things of people that mean something to other people, So I have no idea.
Right. I respect it. You also in 2018, you got married to Shirley Joseph. She's now the vice president of casting at NBC Universal Cable Entertainment, working on shows like Queen of the South. How is that? Yeah, just...
Well, she's actually not there anymore.
Just kidding.
She moved on.
Okay.
She moved on.
Yeah.
Yeah, she moved on from there. But yeah, my wife is beautiful. We just had a little 3-month. We have a 3-month-old son.
Yeah.
And but she moved on from NBC Universal, but she's still in casting.
Okay.
Definitely.
How did you guys meet?
We met producing a web series back in 2010-ish. Yeah. And then we were married in 2018.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's my baby.
2021, DaniLeigh tweeted, am I the only one that can't get into Snowfall? And you replied, it's a black thing you wouldn't understand. How'd it feel? Just, we're flying back.
I didn't even think that was even going on. She said it, I said it.
Right.
We were doing the, because I don't be on social media like that.
Respect that.
We were doing the replies back, because this is during the time where we're supposed to interact with fans, all that stuff. So it was just a tweet where I saw something and I was like, oh, I get why you don't get it. Bang. Right? So yeah, it was nothing more than that.
I mean, you went
a little slick talk.
You went a little viral for it,
It was a little slick talk, that's all. I like to say funny things and do little funny, videos and stuff sometimes. So it's all in love.
Right. Were you familiar with her catalog at all? Her music?
Not really.
Not really? You good.
She dope though, right?
Yeah, she's dope.
Yeah.
Man, with all this, well, also, you're just talking about hip hop real quick. What are your thoughts on lyrics being used in Young Thug and Gunna's YSL RICO case? How do you feel about the Protect Black Art movement?
That's crazy. Hove was on that, right?
I think so.
Mills and Hove? Was it Meek and Hove that was spearheading that?
Oh, I'm not sure, actually.
I'm not sure. I think using lyrics, I don't know. Another thing, I don't really talk on what I don't know. So,
well, a lot
I know I wouldn't want to see, I know like a filmmaker wouldn't want their film to be used as, some sort of evidence toward their guilt or innocence. So using art, using, it's tricky.
Right.
It's really tricky. Really tricky. I hope justice is served for those young brothers, because we see this a lot, man. People that can move the culture forward or empower a community, already represent a community, get snuffed out.
Right.
Get snuffed out and taken out before they can truly be as impactful as they can be. So I hope those young men are exonerated.
Right. Well, we were just gonna ask if some people compare it to movies. Do you think it's a fair comparison? Because you just go in and do you do your lines.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It seems the lives, a lot of rappers, and there's a circle of truth here. There's a circle of truth which I consider responsibility, right? Accountability. There's something about putting out horror films, right? There's something about putting out action films with a lot of guns. Like we hear a lot about the talk of guns being in films and just graphic, and how that may play into the amount of gun violence that we have in our nation, right? I'm not sure, but where there's usually smoke, there's fire. I don't know. You feel me? So to me, it's worth investigating. It's worth listening to people that may have done the research on that.
Right.
So I think it's the same thing can be said for a lot of our artists and the type of the persona, the lifestyle that they engage in the lyrics.
Right.
And how harmful that can be for themselves. It feel like right now it's like that's the toughest job in America is to be a rapper right now. And we usually don't see the same ill effects with actors. However, there is a lot of things with actors. A lot of actors take their own lives. A lot of actors also have to self-medicate and, deal with mental issues as well. So I just think that we should be looking to protect our artists, not necessarily use their art against them, but obviously there has to be some correlation into some of the violence and some of the things that's happening too, that perhaps artists are doing to themselves.
Right.
And how, to the larger extent, how an audience is perceiving what we're doing.
Definitely. Definitely. Man, well, what are you most excited for next?
Man, next I have a baseball film coming out July 15th called The Royal. It's about this baseball player named Willie Mays Aikens. He played in the World Series in 1980, and he hit back-to-back home runs in games that hadn't been done but once before. And several years later, he was out of baseball. He had sold crack cocaine to an undercover police officer. And the name of this movie is called The Royal, and it's about him basically getting a second chance. It's about him taking accountability for his life and trying to reconstruct the pieces, So in some sense, it's a family film. what does it look like for men that haven't had a estranged relationship with their daughter for over 15 years, you know? What does it look like when you come home from prison and you try to pick up the pieces and it just, you're no longer a star athlete or, you know, a celebrity actor? What does that look like? And how do you put those pieces back together? How do you reingratiate yourself back into your community and start fresh? So the name of the film is The Royal. It comes out July 15th. And it's, you know, it's a really good film.
Right.
It's a really good film. I hope people take the chance to watch it and feel the lesson from it. It's a feeling lesson.
I love those kind of movies. Man, well, what's on your goals list? Is that Oscar something?
I don't know. You said we working on the Emmy. That's what you said, right?
I mean,
That's
both would be great.
You put that in the universe. We'll deal with that. Snowfall for the Emmy. Let's go. Yeah, but no, I'm just happy where my career is at right now. I'm loving collaborating with new up and coming you know, talent and a lot of established people that are institutions in this business. And I'm just carving out my own legacy. So I'm really appreciative to work with people, come in with a hard work and humble spirit, and leave all the ego on the screen.
Hell yeah. I love it. Man, well, you're always welcome here.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming to VladTV.
Yeah.
Yay!